Is it flawless finish approved? Let's see here. Okay. Hello flawless beauties, welcome back to the channel. Astra here, your local makeup artist here in Bimshire. So today we are going to review a foundation and a concealer, okay? And it is going to be this full coverage liquid matte foundation from Absolute New York. Now this is the first time in a long time that I have been seeing new foundation on the shelves here in Barbados. I don't know, before even COVID hit, we anyways. So the concealer I'll be using is Absolute New York 3D coverage concealer, also saying is full coverage. Luckily we have two dark marks right here on our skin. One is here and one is here, and we have a little frame. So we are going to be able to see whether or not we're going to have full coverage with this. So let's see what it says on the packaging. First and first, it has on some wrapping that I'm going to need to take off to read this properly. So for sure, I like the fact that, you know, I always love when products come with wrap on it. You know, I know for sure. Ooh, so my foundation is thrown out already. So let me get this off and let's get into the details and claims of this foundation. So it says nothing on this packaging. All right, so let's just go with that. It claims nothing. It just says cruelty-free, 12-month shelf life, full coverage, high pigment. It doesn't say how long it doesn't. If when you buy a foundation you want it to last you a really long time, 12 hours, 24 hours, boo-boo, you need to find one where the packaging says 24 hours and 12 hours. If it doesn't say that, then it will not last that long, or shouldn't. Okay, so currently the only claim on this packaging is that it is full coverage, all right, and highly pigmented. So with the concealer, let me open this one. Oh, that's my little trick. Just twist it and take off the remainder. All right, so with this one, it doesn't say much of anything other than the fact it's distributed by whomsoever, which is Absolute New York, 12-month shelf life once again, and full coverage. All right, so let's get into the foundation. Now the shade of foundation I have is Natural Pecan, all right, which is let me show you on my hand what it looks like. This is what, let me get a piece of tissue. Let me show you what the packaging looks like. Let me wipe this nozzle off so it won't look as messy. I think the packaging is so cute. It is a squeeze tube, and this is hard plastic up here. My cap has a bit of foundation in it, so it's clear and hard plastic, no glass here. All right, so let's take a look at the consistency. It is quite thick, not at all runny, and this is the closest shade that I came across. All right, if there's more information on the website, for sure I will begin to place it in the video so that you guys will have a better idea of its claims. Okay, so this is what the consistency looks like. She is thick, she's not going anywhere on this hand. Okay, my hand is straight up. So that is what the consistency of the foundation looks like. And let's look at the consistency of the concealer. First and first, it comes with a doe foot applicator that looks like this. It is a flat on both sides, which is good. If you're going to be using this on your own, like on your own skin, and not necessarily, I don't know how it's going to work to say it's going to make it into your makeup kit, or if it's going to make it to the garbage, I don't know. So if it is going to be used directly onto the skin, this is really good for application. So let's look at the color and coverage, the color and consistency. All right, this is the consistency. This is it right here. Now when I went to purchase this, the shade range, well, what was remaining was not a lot, but there's a reason why I got this shade, right? This is the lightest shade that was remaining. There were other shades. So this is the foundation and this is the concealer. The concealer also is not runny at all. All right, and the shade that I got is called Warm Latte. All right, so let's go ahead and prime the face. My face is all clean as well. I don't have any olive oil on my skin this time around. All right, and I'm going to use my Becca primer as well on my face. Come out. Okay, sorry. This is what we have. And let's go ahead and place this. I have oily combination sensitive skin. For anyone who have or has that skin type, it is super important for you to know that. As it says, it's full coverage and matte foundations are great for persons who have oily skin because it will contain less oil, less moisture, which could cause the foundation to act a little bit extra, yeah, because our skin naturally produces more oils. Cool. So I'm going to use some of the foundation that's at the back of my hand. I'm going to apply it with a paddle brush so we can see how it looks. I'm going to tell you this is the closest color I could get from my skin. This is the closest color. All right, so let's start over here where there's little to no acne scarring. Let's go here. Boom. Don't get too scared with that. All right, so let's go ahead and apply it. I'm going to go ahead. All right, we got this. I'm going to apply it with a dual fiber brush that looks like this, and I'm going to buff this in first because I want the coverage to spread, and then I'm going to go ahead and pat it in. It feels pretty good on the skin, to be quite honest. It doesn't look too off now that I've blended it in. Okay, that's not bad. Push that on to the ear. And it feels, like I said, very good. It's very lightweight. It kind of feels cool for some reason or the other. I don't know if it has anything to do with the temperature out here, because it is raining off and on, so outside is pretty cool. Okay, so before I move any further, I don't know if you can see how much coverage it has given me so far with these two acne spots I have there, the dark marks. It is, so it doesn't say medium to full coverage, it says full coverage. Boom, one time full coverage, and I'm not 100% getting that. I could definitely have spot conceal with some orange color corrector right there and then put my foundation on, but boo boo, you say you're going to be full coverage. I expect you to be full coverage. All right, so moving on, let's get a bit more. This is my third pump, I guess. I like the fact though, the fact that it has a squeezy tube, 1 and 2. I like the packaging. I absolutely like the packaging. That way there's no germs. You can get no germs into your foundation, and you don't have to worry about pouring out excess amount of foundation either and wasting it. Let's get this one onto the foundation, onto the forehead as well. I don't know, it has a slight kind of chemical scent to it. All right, slight, it's not fragrant at all. But I smell some type of a chemical-esque type of scent there. Ooh, I don't know why up here is so difficult to blend. Can you guys see? All right, now the drying time, as is, you know, giving me a little bit of difficulty to blend, is not bad. It looks as though it's best to buff this foundation first and then pat it in, because as I'm patting it in, it's not blending as I would like it to blend. Sir, other than it focus. I don't know where he wants to show up. No. All right. So, all right, my face is beginning to feel tight. The shade darker than this was too dark. It had too much red in it. So it had, its undertone was very, very cool. For me, and my undertone is warm. Yeah. Not too warm, but it definitely is warm. All right, so it's blending okay. I really don't have any issues with this blending. But it doesn't dry like super fast. My fan is here, but my fan is below here. It's not hitting me on my face. I would definitely, if I'm accustomed to a foundation, I will be doing my foundation with the fan on my face so that it dries much faster. And we have a better application with that foundation. I don't know, can you see? Yes, you should be able to see right here. You see that? I'm trying to, oh girl, what's going on? I'm having problems with blending. I'm taking up a little bit of that foundation. All right, I'm not even gonna try much harder with this, because maybe I have to, it has a learning curve or something. So let's go ahead and cover my spot. I took up a little bit more. That definitely covered that discoloration there. All right, I have one right here also. Is she doing it good there also? Oh wait, I don't know if you guys can even see the discoloration I'm referring to. Okay, just put a little extra around this part of my face. The wind just blew through that and it was so fierce. I honestly thought something was coming down. All right, so let's get some, still using the products at the back of my hand. Let's get these two. Wait, hold on. I have some enlarged pores here. Let's go ahead and buff that foundation. It is like pushing the foundation into the skin, because if not, then the foundation is going to like go over it and exaggerate the fact that there are enlarged pores. Okay, so those are like little makeup tips that I'm sharing with you. Boom. Can you see it covered? All right, now remember when we first started with this foundation, it was super light. It still looks a bit off, but it doesn't look all the way off as, you know, we go. So what does that say? This foundation is oxidizing. Okay, it is getting darker. That is the reason why I said I don't mind using this particular shade, because when I was in the store, this was what was going on. Okay, all right, so yeah, that coverage is there. So this is, I will call it medium to full coverage, because it wasn't like off the bat full coverage. I had to go in, as you guys saw, and put on another layer of that foundation. So this is how the foundation is sitting on the skin. Let me come a little closer. She is feeling very light. It has a nice, like, I want to say semi-dewy kind of finish before it sets. My forehead, for some reason, isn't blending properly. Let me go over here with some more product, see All right, you did something there. All right, so yeah, my there's no shade in between this one and the one that is a bit darker. This one has a very warm undertone. This is like the last deepest one with warm undertone. The one after this has a cool undertone. So yeah, bear that in mind. So next, let's go ahead and apply the concealer. So as I mentioned before, this is in the shade Warm Latte. And should I do my, yeah, I'll sculpt my brows afterwards. Should I? No, let me sculpt my brows. No, let me sculpt my brows afterwards so that you guys can see what this is giving. So I didn't want anything too light. So this is the shade that I chose. And let's put this in all of the high points of the face. I keep getting a whiff. It smells, honestly, it's reminding me of the scent of paint. That is why I'm calling a chemical-esque type of scent. It's really reminding me like this scent of like wall paint. All right. So the concealer was $8 and the foundation was only $10. So let's blend this. I'm going to use this brush to blend this concealer. Oh, concealer blends really nice. Like really nice. And like flawlessly. I've not used it on bare skin. As you guys see, this is the first time I'm using it. You guys are probably saying, oh, well, that's the same color as the foundation. No, girl. It's not. And I honestly would prefer, I currently do not want it to be too bright. I just want a subtle highlight. So you can definitely use a lighter shade highlighter if you want, or you can use a lighter shade foundation as well and just use it in this area here. Entirely up to you. This concealer, all right, let me not be quiz. I can be like, oh, this concealer hits in so far, it blends good, and then later, because I'm gonna wear this for the remainder of the day and let you guys see how it holds up. I don't know. I'm not gonna make any assumptions. I was about to say I do not believe it's gonna be mask proof and all that good stuff. So yeah, no. So now that that's all blended, oh, I don't know if you can tell a big difference in, yeah, on my forehead is definitely showing you the difference in the shade colors. So let's go ahead and make sure you can't tell that in person. I don't have, so we'll soften out these edges. Boom. Coming around here. Boom. Now, if you have a normal skin type, you can use this foundation. If you have that type of dry skin type or anything close to dry, stay away from this foundation. It is not formulated for your skin type. It does feel a bit tacky right now. Oh, my face is so shiny. All right. We have that. If you guys know me, I do not prefer to do a cream or liquid contour. I just don't see it as necessary. All right, so I am going to go ahead and set this. No, so before setting, this is what we look like. And can you tell that this foundation has oxidized? It is looking like my complexion right now. Remember when we first put it on, how bright it was? Like, bear that in mind, okay? Like, look at the tube and look at my face now. Bear that in mind. Okay, So let's go ahead and set some. I'm going to set with my normal powders. So for my highlighting, I'm going to set with my what's her name? Rihanna's, not Rihanna. Fenty. Fenty Pro Filter powder in honey. All right, which looks like this. Can you see that? Just kidding. All right, and I'm gonna set under my eyes. Always set under your eyes first. One thing so far, I have no patches from this concealer, like none. I'm gonna pick up that powder now. Make sure it's in that brush. Nice. Top off any excess into the cap. Go again. Look it up and patting that powder. Oh, and I remember I have to do my brows. So after I set under my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and just sculpt my brows out a bit. I really am like itching to see how this holds up under my eyes, because yeah, they are all about creasing anybody, anything, anywhere. Okay. All right, so before I do my forehead, I'm going to go ahead and sculpt those brows out. So I guess in the meantime, it will be baking just slightly, not long, because I'm not going to take long to sculpt my brows. So I'm going to use the same concealer and same foundation to sculpt my brows out. All right, I'm going to wipe that brush off, and I'm going to use a bit of foundation. Like, look, you can see like inside of it, I think it has powder on it. Inside of that has a lighter shade, and this on the outside. Oh, girl, that could be so misleading. I mean, you're gonna pick up one that is like matching your complexion perfectly, and then by the time you get home, and it oxidizes, your face is gonna be so dark. Let's go ahead, and I can definitely go ahead and set my forehead now with my highlighting powder. Usually I would do my brows before I come on camera, but I wanted to use the product as well on my brows, so I couldn't. So yeah. This is Sienna that I have inside of this container. All right, that is from Ben 9. So let me see a total face brush, please. Sure, total face brush. All right, and what I'm going to do is press this. I'm shaking you all, I'm sorry. I'm going to press this into the skin so that I can press this into that foundation. Bruh, this color is just hitting me for 6. I don't want to say impressed. I am honestly blown away slightly, because oh my goodness, look, bruh, oily skin girls. And then too, it shows that this product may have a bit of oil in it. You guys saw what I was showing you just now, the oils here that the powder that I left on my face is sucking up. If anybody's familiar with wearing clay masks, they would know that that definitely happens. Like, the mask just sucks oils from the skin. Okay, setting my eyelid with my total face powder. All right, and I'm going to go in and just give it a little buff over in those highlighted areas. All right, I'm going to contour now. Actually, get this side of my nose. I'm going to go ahead and contour. To contour, I'm going to use the Saharan Blush 2 Volume Blush 2. Saharan Blush Volume 1 palette. I'm going to use the shade Neo. And let's use this little cute brush. I'm going to contour. I'm doing everything that I normally would. I usually use, what do you call that? My Ben Nye powder also. So if I'm not using my Ben Nye powder, I'm using this. All right, just to add a little bit more bronziness to the lady's face. Not too much because this can come up, show up very, very red. All right, let's just chisel off what I don't really have much of in this present moment. All right. If you guys want to learn how to contour or highlight as well, I have plenty of videos on there. If not, you can also take a class with me. We offer classes as well. And there are persons who learn by watching, and I'm one of those. And then there are persons you literally have to guide them in every single step. Yeah, and then there are persons who just like to make sure, like me, so they prefer to have a class than anything else. Boom, looking flawless. All right, so I almost put them out with my cleaning brushes. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do my nose now, my nose contour. Let my face look plain. So let's apply some highlighter from the same palette. I was like every single second, every single time the thought is go off camera and do it, go off camera and do it. But I want you guys to see how everything sits on the same foundation. Like, it is a foundation review, you know. So far, you guys can see for yourself that it all sits. While I'm using, let's say, Zara from the same palette, yeah, that I had, that's from Juvia's Place. Boom. Just a little on the forehead. We don't really be doing too much on the forehead nowadays. Makeup artists, us, those who like to do our makeup. In the corner of the eye and under the arch of the brow. All right, it is all about how the foundation and concealer is wearing. All right, remember we placed the concealer on the hair as well, and thus far she's doing a good job. Like, thus far, I've done reviews before where I had to put my foot in my mouth, so I'm not going to be like, oh my goodness, this thing is doing so good. And then, you know, in next at least 2 hours, the foundation or concealer is broken down and stuff like that, because my skin don't play, girl. That's one thing. If you've been watching my reviews, you know she don't play. No, girl. No, sir. All right. Is there anything else you guys want to see on this foundation? What else would I put on? Blush. Let's put some blush on. All right. Let's give a purple blush. When last you see somebody put on purple blush, and it's right, it's Rahel. Don't worry about her, that the other purple one. We've been using her until she can't see properly. So parts of her is missing. I'm looking for a blush brush. Is this a blush brush? Yes, it is. Okay, let's do some purple. Us women of color need to start running from color. Okay, you need to start running from color. Okay, Okay, our complexion is stunning when it comes to color. Like, don't run from it. Like, you probably thought, oh my gosh, she's putting on purple blush. But look. We just glow with it. All right, and let me start acting crazy. All right, the next thing I'll probably go and do is put on a pair of lashes on a lip. Just something simple because I have to sit around in this house. I'm not running any errands or anything like that, so I'm not gonna be wearing it out. But you guys know my skin does the do. Anything more, if you can't hold up, girl, it's gonna be a problem. So let me go ahead and place some lashes on the lip and I'll be right back. Okay, Flawless Beauties, lip is on, lashes are also on, and it is exactly 1:30. I'm not going to set my face. I'm not going to fix my skin. I'm not going to fix my face either. Those are two finishing sprays. I'm not going to play anything like that. We're going to let her wear the way she is wearing, and we are going to come back. All right, so as I said, it's 1:30. So let's see how she is holding up. This is what she looks like right now. Not bad, honestly speaking. The color is there, you know, like the color is there. That's something that we need to keep in mind thus far. The coverage is also there so far. So let's see how she sits for the rest of the day.
2 hours later.
All right, so it is now 3:37, which is just 2 hours later, and this is what the face is looking like. My oils are breaking through. I had lunch as well, so my lip is kind of going. What else do I want to say about this? Oh, I wanted to check under my eyes. 1 second. I want to check. Okay, I am anyways, I don't think you guys can see my mouth. Listen, this concealer, sorry. All right, so I do have a little bit of a creasing going on under my eyes. I don't know if you guys can see. There's a little bit of creasing going on, but is nothing I would say. I'm gonna lift my head because the light is above there and the shadow being casted looks weird. Okay. So yeah, so far for 2 hours is not bad. My oils are breaking through. I really and truly at this point in time would have blot by now, but I don't want to blot. Blotting will also help you guys to see, well, yes, when you blot, will the foundation come off at that point in time? You know, being realistic. Yeah. So I'm wondering if I should blot only half of my face to see, you know, whether or not the foundation is going to come off. All right, let's do that. All right, 2 hours in, let's see if the foundation is going to lift our concealer, whomever. All right, let me just get a piece of tissue and I'll be right back. All right, tissue in hand. I'm gonna blot the right side of my face. Let me just bring you in a bit closer. You can see the oil, yeah? Okay. Oh, look, tissue is clean, both sides. Tissue is clean on both sides. All right, so let's go. I'm just doing this corner. I'm not gonna do my forehead or anything like that. All right, so let's look. Anything? It doesn't look patchy. Let me see. I am currently in shock because nothing. Wait, man, hold on. This can't be true. Let me get this mirror here. How is nothing missing and I didn't even spend $20 in a foundation or concealer? Somebody help. All right, let me show you. This is what the tissue looks like. All right, there is next to nothing. Well, no, when I say next to nothing, I mean like it's not a lot of foundation or concealer, whatever have you on here. And I'm baffled. I am confused. I have about another 2 hours or so in this foundation. To me, it hasn't gotten any darker than it was darker. Like within 15 minutes of applying it, it hasn't gotten any darker than that color. I would say that for me personally, I would have to set that particular shade a little with like a deeper shade of foundation, of powder, so that I can get the color that I want. It's not bad, it's not too off. I hope you guys can tell that, but in like, to me, more of a natural daylight, I can see the difference. And maybe on camera, when I rewatch the footage, it may be a little bit obvious, right? So either ways, yeah, at 2 hours, this is what we have. So keep you updated, guys.
3 hours later.
Okay, guys, it is now 6:09. I don't know if you can tell by the whistling frogs and the like. It is after 6 o'clock, aka it's soon like nighttime, and yeah, we are about to do our final check-in with this foundation. As you can see, my oils are bursting through. So I'm going to, this is the same one that we used before, and so I'm going to use the other side to see how it is going to blot, if it's gonna, a lot of foundation is gonna come off or not. Please don't mind my lips, I just ate dinner. So yeah, clean side. Let's try the side that was not blotted, which is this side. Okay, and let's go on to the other side. I'm not looking as yet. Let's go on to the other side that was blotted before. My forehead is a bit shiny as well, so let's see how well it holds up for us oily skin girls. All right, boom. So take this mirror, take a look. So makeup is, yeah, it is off of my face. I am trying, okay, I'm gonna look here. So there is makeup coming off of my nose, makeup coming off the corners of my nose as well. I also have some creasing going on here in my smile lines. Yeah, no, the creasing that happened underneath my eye is not as bad. Obviously, I would say, well, not obviously, let me say it's not as bad as the remainder of my face. This portion of my eye doesn't get oily or anything like that. If anything, it'll perspire or get sweaty, but not oily. I don't know why. When I have on a mask though, for the most part. So let's check my forehead. I'm not even gonna look to see whether or not any product comes off. I'm just checking to see if foundation comes off, and not much, honestly, not much. So if you go in and you blot this, it is not doing a bad job. When I tell you it's not doing a bad job for the price point, I am so serious. As will I put it in my kit? No, I wouldn't put it in my kit. Mainly because over in Barbados gets hot, and when most of my clients go out, they tend to go and perspire a lot. They want their makeup to last long, maybe into the next day. Trust and believe, girl. So for me to put this foundation into my makeup kit, it will be a no. But to wear it on a daily basis, I will wear it though. I won't wear it you know how we're wearing masks and so on, but more than likely we will soon start wearing masks anyways. Watch and see. But for the most part, I will wear this to, you know, if I just want, if I don't want long lasting makeup. So would I wear this foundation again? I can tell you No, not because it's bad, okay, because I just like to try more foundations. Yeah, what I recommend this foundation is it flawless finish approved. Let's see here. Okay. Yes, I will say it is flawless finish approved. You know why? Because it is doing that. Listen, this is $10. Okay, for you to find a foundation in Bimshire, okay, in Barbados, that is $10 is ridiculous. Okay? So this was only $10. This, I don't know what about this that just has me like, I would probably get this in my shade and use it as foundation, because concealer is just a thicker foundation, to be quite honest. This concealer, this between the two, I really like this concealer more than like the foundation. For the foundation and its color ranges, they need to do better, period, point blank. Like, add in some more. I don't know if it's an introduction and you're gonna come up with more later. I don't know. But for the shade going darker was too red, and then the shade one that was a little lighter than me, what was wrong with that one? I think it looked a little too ashy. So this is the one that I could find. So you're gonna have a problem finding it. My advice as a makeup artist will be, depending, if you're gonna get one that is like maybe not too off, then go ahead and use a powder to either darken or lighten that shade. Yeah. Okay, I was actually going to buy the foundation that was lighter than me, so I can use it in the center of my face as a highlighting concealer highlighting foundation. But I said, you know what, when she swatched this on my hand, this was like perfect for the highlighting of my face. Like on camera, to me it doesn't really translate. I'm putting my face toward like so that hopefully you guys can see, but it doesn't really translate to me how light this actually is like on camera, but in reality it shows up pretty light. And what I personally will have to do with this foundation is probably use like a deeper shade of translucent powder, and not one that matches my complexion per se. Yeah, one is at least 2 to 3 shades darker, but not a full coverage or anything like that. A translucent powder. And this, yeah, I will continue to use this. I won't put it in the garbage. I won't throw it to one of my friends or anything like that. I won't give it away or anything. I will continue to use this. And my only thing is more shades. As you saw, it gave a nice, and it's still giving a full coverage. It's still giving a full coverage. If you're looking for something inexpensive, something to last you up to about 2 hours, I think 3 hours will be really pushing it for this, then go ahead and get this. If you want something long wearing, please, boo, do not spend your $10 on this. Take that $10 and add it to some more money and get whatever else foundation you prefer to get. Get one that says 24 hours, 26 hours, 36 hours, whatever on the cover. So for persons who have a dry skin, like I said, I would not recommend this because it is formulated for, it doesn't say that, but it says matte finish. And usually when it has a matte finish formula in it, it means that it has, it's not going to give you moisture at all. Yeah, so it's formulated for us women who have oilier skin that will be just giving moisture to the skin, okay, which is a blessing, by the way. Okay, those with oily skin say woo woo. All right, so guys, that brings us to the end of this video. Hope you liked it, enjoyed it. I know that some of you have been calling for reviews over and over, but boo, nothing in landing in Barbados. I don't understand what is going on right now. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. From Barbados to you with all of my love. Bye guys. Don't forget to hit that circle button to subscribe to my channel, and here are 2 more of my videos. See you soon.